All right, hello tribe. Anyway, I apologize about that. I thought I was in Facebook Live with the entire Facebook as opposed to the mentorship group. So I just wanted to make sure I was on the right group here. So give me a thumbs up if I'm with the tribe here. That'd be great. Anyway, I apologize for some technical difficulties. I got a bunch of last minute questions that came in. So I will be jumping on that right about now. But just to give you guys a quick background, I put it on the post there on the tribe. I've had a chance to build a company now for the last 15 years. And basically, I'm with the tribe. Perfect. Thank you there. So I've had a chance to build a company now for the past 15 years with a great, incredible team. And we've been able to expand basically mostly Southern California and a little bit in Northern California, Las Vegas. And right now in Dallas, and a couple things we're doing in the East Coast. But outside of that, I built it with my wife hand in hand. So we've done the business together from the get-go and built the family from the beginning. My oldest is going to turn 14, believe it or not. And so I had him when I was 22. I still look 22, what people say, but that's that. So literally, we were able to build a business and build a family while building a thriving business in the financial industry. It wasn't always thriving, but obviously there's a part where you go, it's anything you start brand new or any kind of entrepreneurship, it goes from awkward to mechanical to natural, and same thing in any kind of skill sets you develop. So I wanted to cover a few things, and then maybe I'll leave you guys with a couple nuggets as you rock and roll for the month of February and make the most out of the shortest month out of the year and make the best out of it. So we have, I'm going to start with the questions right now. So the first one is, Paul, I know everyone needs to know sales, which is a fact. This is from Kyle Coates. I know everyone needs to know sales. What do you think about just hiring salespeople if you don't have the interest in doing sales yourself? And so I think obviously sales is the lifeblood of your business. If nothing moves, nothing gets consumed, or there's no service that's availed. And so it's the lifeblood of your business. And so it's a great, I would definitely look into that. But also there's a part where, whether it's you or someone else, that maybe a partner or somebody needs to drive the sales force too. So you can't just be having a sales force but nobody driving it. What's great about the entrepreneur driving it, or maybe doing the sales itself also, is you can drive the sales part of the business where you're involved and the day-to-day. You can also, there's also coaching that's involved in the sales process because you were involved in it. And so literally you can course correct in certain conversations they're having and appointments they're doing, right? Different things that you can help out. So definitely a sales team. And then maybe if you don't want to be involved long term, you should be involved short term. So hopefully that helps to answer that, but definitely 100% on having a sales team. So here's another one from Nigel Massey. I'd like to clean up my brand on Google postings. The information is misconstructed on many sites that have picked up various informations over the years. What's the best way to do this? And so I'm not a Google expert or anything like that, but I have a decent presence on Google. The reason I know that, like some of my stuff, and not personally, but the stuff we put out as far as for financial planning or any kind of retirement planning, stuff like that, it's actually in the first page of Google for certain areas. Obviously not all areas, in specific areas that we have, but a lot of that, I think from just what I know, from what I've been working with, blogs help out a lot tremendously. Obviously you need to have some sort of YouTube content because that shows up in Google too. You have you can hire somebody to build up your I think it's called SEO, if I'm not mistaken on the acronym, but but to basically get you on the top of Google there. What else? Articles out there. So there's articles that was written about me and my wife literally over a decade ago. It still shows up. If you look up our name, it still shows up there, and it's kind of neat. So you have all these third-party articles by newspapers and different things that basically put you up there. So Massey, I just answered your question, so if you need to rewind later, go ahead and do so. Anyway, that's that. That's as far as I get as far as information on Google. Obviously, the more you have good news versus what you're trying to cover up, the better. And I think that's all you can control. And the moment you have other stuff that's coming up, I mean, you're doing something great. I don't think that's the bad thing. Any attention is good. So anyway, we got the next question is by Brianna. Let's see here, Brianna Carroll. And I see it says, "Hi Paul, I'm a real estate investor and I joined a community of investors about 2 years ago where I bought financial and investing education. I have the choice of selling the education and also building a team. I have sold to 4 people so far, but most of the people I attract are just looking for money, where I need to attract people looking for the education. And I have an entrepreneurial spirit I've done pretty well, I would say, given the amount of time I spent on it, but I always looking for new ideas or ways to improve. Where would be the best place to market online education such as this?" And so as far as marketing online, I have outside of Yelp, Google, and Instagram, I mean, that's maybe if there's anything outside of traditional marketing or direct sales that I've done, it's probably just those 3 things. I mean, I have some sort of presence in Yelp, Google, and in Instagram, but outside of that, I haven't. There's no marketing online. I mean, you can do Facebook ads. Is right now pennies on a dollar. We have some stuff that's out on that. But outside of that, as far as marketing online, you're going to be better off on Facebook and other platforms. Facebook and Instagram, obviously, are together on platforms like that far more than traditional advertisement I would do. But I have a similar structure where we help clients with the financial solutions for their family, and then building a team is the other side of it. So we help people become entrepreneurs on that side. And then there's a truck backing up here. Hopefully it doesn't hit me. I'm just kidding. All right, my wife got it. All right, so so we got Valvoline. There you go. There's your advertisement. So we got what was I talking about? So there's a financial platform where we help out clients on my end, and then building a team also. So we have kind of similar structure to answer your question there, Brianna. But we have as far as attracting people that love the mission. You're talking about educating people, educating people. Thanks, Sean. Educating people on that. It's a you just got to find people that are that think about the mission first, right? Teams. To me, it's mission first, the needs of the team second, and the individuals last. That's how you should operate a business, and I think you operate within that. But I think it's a culture you build, and eventually you attract enough people that buy into that culture, and then now you built the company. And you don't need a lot. You need 7 to 10 key guys that see it like you do, or gals that see it like you do, and then you got a great company that's led right by a bunch of crusaders, we call it, or mission-driven people, and you got a great company at that point. So anyway, that's the answer. I don't know if that answers your question. If you want more specific bullet point in regards to, because your question is pretty big, it encompasses a lot of things. But if there's specific things you want answered, direct message me. I'd love to send out video back out, and as far as answer that, or whatever I'll offer. We can do 10-minute, 15-minute chat on the phone if you want. I mean, or my wife, one of us. We've been doing the same exact thing for the last 15 years, and obviously our business has been our cash cow to grow our wealth in other areas such as real estate and different avenues of investing. So anyway, that's that. I wanted to leave you guys with a couple things as we wrap up today. I don't know how long I've been going. Let's see here. How long am I going, babe? Do you have the time there? No.
11:21. Keep going.
I'll keep going. No, I wanna share a couple thoughts on recipe for success. Okay, recipe for success, and you'll see any champions that you can. And the great thing about this tribe is there's 13 other people you can look up. There's a pug there in the back now. Troy, get in the back there. I'm in my Sprinter van. And all my kids they're doing a quiet game right now while Daddy wraps this up because we're bringing the kids to see a place. So anyway, go in the back, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. All right, they're good though. No, I'm not talking about YMCA. You're funny, Shirley. This is the birthday girl. Come here, Shirley. Say hi. She's turning. How old are you turning?
6.
It's her birthday, so say hi. Tomorrow, right? You're gonna be 6?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's it for your showcase. They love being in video, so go back there. All right, you guys can do your YouTube later. Okay, I'm almost done. So let's talk about recipe for success real quick, okay? Let's talk about recipe for success. There's a common thing. If you feel good, you do good. I don't care who you are. I mean, no one's a robot. Nobody can function on a daily basis consistently. But when they feel good, when you feel good every day, you can do good things every day. And so whatever makes you feel good. So the common thing, I see Sean, right? I see AkaShawnThomas do a certain regimen and recipe. He has a daily ritual that he does that makes him feel good. So working out is one of them, right? Speaking to the tribe or speaking on Facebook Live, I think it energizes him, right? It's a certain thing he brings out. It energizes him. So there's certain things he does on a daily basis that energizes him, fuels him. Therefore, he feels good. Therefore, he does good. And so whatever that might be for you. So some of you guys, maybe one of the things that make you feel good is closing a sale and you haven't done it in a while. I know for my business, every time I help out a family, every time I recruit a new business partner, I mean, it lights me up. And so I never forget what makes me feel good. And I think if you just inject that in your recipe on a daily basis or weekly basis and make sure you do the things that make you feel good and you don't forget about that, and that might be working out. And again, let me just have a disclosure on this. Make sure it's things that make you feel good, that serves you and serves others, right? So a lot of times there's obviously stuff you can do that serves you and doesn't serve others. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking that could be done in your relaxation hours and all that. I'm talking about stuff that lights you up on fire and lights up other people on fire, and maybe even lights up the community or even the world, right? And so you got so again, I would find out your recipe for success, because once you find that out, and again, it starts with you. Once you find that out, it's so now you can light up your business on fire by lighting you on fire. You know, everything starts with you. You light you on fire. You start to go into your office now. You create an environment, right? A positive, optimistic, right, environment. And it starts with you, and you light up the fire and you bring that energy every day. It's a consistent energy, right? It's not something that it's a fluke, because you're consistently doing things that make you feel good. So again, write up a list. Maybe it's yoga, meditation, prayer, workout, right? But pick your recipe. Everybody has a different recipe. And then on top of that, you do the regimens in your business that make you feel good, right? Where they're getting on the phones, talking to clients, customers, maybe doing your whatever the recipe is for you. So you add that into your list. Maybe it's eating right, right? And you know certain foods don't make you feel good. Maybe you do that less, right? I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying do it less than often, right? What else? So I think if you do that, just keep that a rule of thumb, especially in this month. I challenge you guys in the next 30 days, or at least towards the end of the month until February 28th, that you start to know your recipe for success. Maybe you buy an index card, or you put it on your front of your what do you call that? Your screenshot on your, what do you call this, in the front of your phone? Wallpaper. Wallpaper. You put in your wallpaper your recipe for success. If you're an index card kind of guy, you have an index card. You put it on your dashboard. You put it in your shower, and you have your certain, you have your recipe for success, your ritual, your daily rituals that make you feel good. And I can kind of tell, and that's the beauty about watching all these people in the tribe, watching all these millionaires. You start to identify different habits and behaviors that serve them, that you should mirror or duplicate to have the same thing. And so I just wanted to share that as I wrap up this live video. And again, I haven't had any presence the last couple months or so. I apologize for that, but I'd love to be more in your life. And so the more questions I get, the more I can help you guys. I'll post the next date on when I'll be on. And again, thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.